Hello my ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. Hope everybody is having a great start to the week. I hope you all had a lovely weekend. I'm hoping this doesn't get too smoky, because it is quite a smoky incense stick, this one. So we'll see how we go with that. Yeah, sorry I couldn't be on Saturday for a couple of Catchment cards. I had a bit of a celebration, which was lovely. Really enjoyed it. But yeah, it meant I wasn't around on Saturday evening. But I've jumped on today because I have received a deck. Just making sure my address is going to show. So let's open it up. I've already cut around the box just to open it, but I just realised my address was there. Actually, this is two. Ooh, this is a surprise. I'm not expecting two decks. But William Raider from Artisan Tarot, who I've reviewed many decks for. Well, I say many decks. I think every one of their decks, to my knowledge, I've had a look at. The latest being, of course, which is one of my all-time favourite decks ever. Just love this deck. This is the Rider Marseille Tarot deck on beautiful linen cardstock. And it's in collaboration with Alejandro Rozan, who I admire greatly. Just my last video that I put up was his deck that he did with Jay Rivera with Blue Angel, which is the Marseille Feathers, Medieval Feather, sorry, which also is just wonderful. Love his artwork. But yeah, so William contacted me a few weeks ago just to say that they've got a new deck out, and I believe it's already out now. All the information will be in the description below. And this is the Jerger Tarot deck. And I was really excited, because this deck is a Besançon, which, and I know people say that the 1JJ Swiss isn't a Besançon, but that's the only kind of deck of that sort of lineage that I've got. I don't have an historical deck. And two, because everything that Artisan Tarot produce is to the highest quality. So I think it would be hard for me to say no if they do ask if I would be happy to receive a deck. So just give you a little bit about the background here. So they said, we are excited to introduce you to our restoration of the Jerger Tarot deck. The deck is in stock and is available right now. So it is available now. The restoration is based on the 1820 to 1845 deck created by German-born master cartier Jacob Jerger in Besançon, France. The original decks were printed from carved wood blocks and coloured with stencils. The Tarot de Besançon is derived from the earlier Tarot de Marseille. The most noticeable difference is the replacement of the Popess and Pope with the Roman gods Juno and Jupiter. And yeah, the most common deck that people know where that, as I mentioned, has happened is the 1JJ. And it goes on to say, experts believe these figures were changed to prevent offence in regions with diverse religious beliefs. Other distinctive characteristics include the description of Franz J. Jerger on each trump and court card. Additionally, the back design features a marbled paper pattern. Oh, that sounds nice. Which originated from bookbinding practices in France and Germany and was common throughout the 17th and 19th centuries. So as usual, this deck was digitally recreated by Christina Condor with the assistance of William Raider. They studied the decks preserved in the National Library of France and researched their history to understand the images. To create consistency, the same colour palette was used throughout the deck. The misaligned colouring was corrected and details were also enhanced. And they tend to do that. They tend to sharpen up the images and make sure, you know, that they've been perfected. So what's the second deck? I'm intrigued. Is it with... Oh, wow. Witch's Runes, Divination deck. 32 cards. Now, I have a set of Witch's Runes, as you can see here, with rings. I love these. I bought these from a seaside witchy shop, Wizards and Witches. Yeah, and they're just fantastic. Crossroads. Obviously, we have like the moon, and then we have the moon here. So having a card deck, that's novel. And I wasn't expecting this. William didn't say that he was putting this in. He's just obviously put this in as a little bit of extra. So that's really nice. So let's have a look. If I can, there we go. Wow. Let's bring the camera down a little bit. Okay, so it's in a nice little box. This reminds me of the box that the Ching deck came in that they sent. So it looks like it's got a little book. Witch's Runes, guidebook. John Saint Germain. Oh wow, this looks great. Look at this. Seeing where the, oh yeah, here's the interpretations, the scarab, wind, waves. Oh, these are great. So we've got we've got this gorgeous soft linen cardstock, Witch's Invocation. So we've got an invocation here. I can even use these with the runes. And then they are cards that have a picture of the stones with these beautiful painted, oh look at the backs as well. That's beautiful. Just show some of these. We've got the spears, rings. Oh, look at that. It'd be cool to have this original set with stones. I love how sort of primitive and rudimentary the artwork is. The scarab, we saw that one. Tadpole, black and white, brown. Oh, we've got another Witch's Invocation. We've got a couple of them then. Where's that? Ah, so we've got two. Oh, it's two decks in one. That's why there was two. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It says it's a 32 card, but it looks like it's repeated. So it's actually two sets that you get in one, which is really interesting. So I've just looked in the book here, and it says the Witch's Runes Divination deck consists of two sets of 16 cards. Each set contains 15 cards with a stone and and one card with a poem, which is the Witch's Invocation. You'll only need to use one of these sets for the readings outlined in this guidebook. You can either keep the extra set as a backup or use one set at home and the other at your practice. So that's really cool. So you actually get within this little set two different card sets. And I thought when it said 32 cards, I thought, well, there's not 32 Witch's Runes. I thought, well, maybe they've added some of their own kind of like modern runes or something, but it's because there's two decks in there. But that's really cool. I like that, so I'm keeping that out. That's an extra card I can pull as part of my weekly card pulls. Okay, so this looks like this might be the backs, the cards, which is beautiful. So this is the Jerger Tarot de Besançon. It's by Artisan Tarot. Now this is number 106 of 1,000. So they do limit the number, but it is on sale at the moment. So if you see this and it's one that you want to get, then obviously the information will be in the description. Oh, there's nothing better than opening a new tarot deck, especially when you've been very excited about it and you just know it's going to be quality. I don't want to break that seal, but I might have to, because this isn't a tuck box, it's sealed. So I'm going to have to break it. Am I? Which is the way in? Yes, I am. I am going to have to do that. So let's just cut through. I could have peeled it off, couldn't I? And stuck it on the back, but it's fine. So I love their boxes because they're so handy. Even though they're tuck boxes, look how much space you get here to be able to get the cards out. Actually, by doing that, I should have peeled it off because that covers the pull down bit, but that's no biggie. Okay, beautiful, beautiful cardstock. Yeah, so these are the backs. Hopefully, if I bring it up close, you'll see the soft linen finish on these cards. They are gorgeous. So this is the title card, Tarot de Besançon. And it's what I said earlier, you know, it's based on the 1820 to 1845 tarot deck created by German-born master cartier Jacob Jerger in Besançon, France. And it tells you its origin and the distinctive characteristics, and then obviously what I said about Christine and William restoring this deck. Now, it did mention that we have France J. Jerger on the fronts of the cards. That is as they appeared, so they have been kept. But you'll see that if you are familiar with the Jacob Jerger deck, that it's been, like they always do with their decks, it's been cleaned up. The colours are within the lines, and yeah, it's just gorgeous. So it's a standard tarot size. Grab a card. So as you can see, standard tarot size, like most of their decks. I think they're not the Dodal, I forgot what the other one was called, but the Noble was obviously smaller. So we're starting off with our Fool. I do love the colours. Our Magician. Junon instead of our High Priestess, or which would have been the Popess. The Empress. The Emperor. Interesting, it's 4 eyes. And then we have Jupiter instead of the Hierophant, the High Priest, the Pope. Our Lovers. Our Chariot card. You can really see, when you see images like this as well, where our playing cards came from. Justice at 8, obviously, because it's part of the Marseille family. Our Hermit. The Wheel of Fortune. Strength card, La Force. Le Pendu, the Hangman. Look at this. It's like he's wearing, because you see his spinal cord here, but it's like he's wearing some sort of long sleeve top or something, like underwear, long johns and Temperance. Our Devil card, And this one's laughing. It's like it's tickling him. Le Maison Dieu. Star card. This is such a beautiful, cleaned up deck. It's really been done well. I love their restorations. The Moon card. I really like how they're using the use of lines to make this kind of shadowy texture to the clouds. The Sun. Judgment. And then we have the World card. So we're starting with our 10 of Swords and going backwards. These are beautiful, aren't they? Very simple, very clean images. Our Ace. And then we have our Courts. Again, on the Courts, France Jerger appears within the image. And then we have our Wands. Wow. All this looks like grapes and fruits hanging on this hook. Our cups. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Now coins. It's interesting that it doesn't credit the creator or the publishers. And then their card. That's absolutely beautiful. As I've said before, it was a no-brainer for me when asked if I wanted to review this deck, because they're bringing back to life some real classics that have either been lost through time or, you know, in need of that restoration so that they can be appreciated again. So let me know your thoughts. This is the Jacob Jerger, the latest offering by Artisan Tarot, as well as the Witcher's Runes, which is a real surprise. I wasn't expecting that at all, but a lovely surprise. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll be back tomorrow because I've got another something special to show you, which is a Kickstarter project. But until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.